Hello, everyone. Glenda Mollet here, and welcome to my craft room in 2023. Happy New Year! I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from the west coast of Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, and I am excited to be stamping with you tonight. It is 8 p.m. Pacific time, and we are stamping. I'm just getting this shared to my group so that people can watch it wherever they are. And then I will do this so I can. Hello, Connie. Okay, here we are, 2023. Welcome. It's January. And you know the best thing about January? The days are getting longer, the nights are getting shorter, spring is coming, and we have, let's see, January is 31, 29 plus 28, 20, 40, 57 days till camping. Woohoo! Hello, there's Marcia and Sharon and Janet and Valerie, and everybody's hopping on. Yay! Hi, Kathy. Oh, I am so excited about camping. We spent New Year's Day on the beach. You might have seen pictures. We don't have a beach where we live because we have businesses, manufacturing that are on the waterfront, and the beaches are not good. So we call it over the hump. So it's the other side of the island. We went to Parksville and we walked on Rathtrevor Beach, and we had amazing time. I walked almost 6 kilometers. I was a bit sore in the sciatic nerve this morning. It wasn't happy with me. Well, there's Wendy and Holly. Yay! I know, Val, I didn't do the pose. Oh, well, you can't have everything all the time. It was so windy. I wouldn't have been able to stand up straight without toppling over doing the pose. Now, some of you may not know what the pose is. Stay tuned. One day I may do the pose. I initiated it in Tofino on the beach when we had the stamp set called Beautiful You. And there was that, let me flip this back over for a sec so I can demonstrate. You know that pose where she has her arms out and her leg is up? Well, yeah, I don't do it quite as good as that, but that's what the pose is that Valerie is talking about. I used to do it everywhere. I don't do it so much anymore because I forget. But I did it when we were in Vancouver. I did it. Okay, so I'm going to share with you how to do a card using a brand new stamp set that you can choose during Sale-a-Bration. It's called Beautifully Happy. There it is. It's just a stamp set. There's no dies. It's a level 2, which means in Canada, $120 dollar order to choose it, but it's a big one because you have the lined stamps and then you have the filler inner stamps. And I am going to show you how to use it. It is such an easy stamp set. And you know what? I just realized I have the stamps all ready to go. Completely forgot to do this filler inner stamp. So hang on. I just have to grab some more blocks. Oh, thanks, everybody. I love this stamp set. It was the first one I ordered. Well, no, I lie. It's the second one I ordered. It was in the first order, though, right after Adorable Owls. Okay, so you get two kind of sides. This is the lined side and this is the filler inner side. So you need to get both so you can fill it in. Now you have the filler inner for the leaves. Oops, that one has to go on there crooked because it doesn't fit. You have a filler inner for the leaves. You have a filler inner for the flowers. So see the leaves and the flowers. And then there's a filler inner for this part. So we have to get that out too. And when you're using photopolymer stamps, I find if I do put the stamp on the block, sometimes they get distorted. So if you put it down on your stamping surface and pick it up with your block. Marcia, yes, I did get your payment. Thank you. I thought I sent you an email. Sorry if I did not. Hi, Dimity. Hey, Dimity, I can see your name. Yay. There's Nancy. Okay, so then I'm going to do the flower inside, so I have to get that one out too. And then, let's see. So I need the filler inner for this, need the filler inner for that, the filler inner for this, and this filler inner, but there's also that one too. There we are. Got him. Okay. There's a lot of stamps, but it's a fabulous stamp set. Oh, Nancy, got to do it. Got to get it out and ink it up. It is fabulous and so easy to use. Okay, so I'm going to use it along with the framed florets dies and the circle dies. So I'm going to use the little teeny tiniest circle. Uh-oh. Dang, I'm going to just hang on a sec. Bear with me because I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. And I'm in a group conversation and it was muted and the mute is just coming off. So there's going to be a lot of notifications and I don't want to deal with them. So there. Close your eyes. My camera's a little dirty. There, that's better. Okay. Probably had sea breeze or something on it from walking the beach. Okay. So I'm going to use the circle die. I'm going to use this die to cut the circles. I'm going to use this die to cut the oval. And then I'm going, there's an oval in behind there, and it's the one that comes out of there. I'm not going to stamp or die cut an extra one. Dimity, I got that. I'm sorry. So many people, I can't tell you how many people, when they look at my email address and it's a GJMOLLET. And then every time I type it, it puts a line under because it turns it into a hyperlink. So I try very hard to remember to remove that hyperlink so that it does, because when it puts the hyperlink underneath it, it goes right over top of the bottom of the J. And so many people think it's GIMOLL. So it's the first thing I check when somebody says to me, did you get my payment? And I didn't get it. That's why. Okay, I have 5 1/4 by 4 for inside, 5 1/4 by 4 for the front. Going to layer this piece of, piece of Dainty Flowers designer paper. Now this is the stuff that's free in Sale-a-Bration as well as the stamp set. And then 5 1/4 by 4 to do all the, I got to do some stamping and, and then I'll cut an oval. And don't let me forget, I have to do, that's a note that doesn't belong. I have to do the 2 draws tonight. So don't let me forget. Okay. I'm going to die cut the oval out of that. I'll go ahead and get that done. So did you guys have a good New Year's? Did you stay up until midnight local time for New Year's? We sort of did. We went to our local Sun's and had our annual New Year's Eve Chinese food dinner. And then we celebrated on New York time because I was getting tired. And then we came home, and then hubby and I managed to actually stay awake long enough to see the New Year's in and then hit the bed and asleep within like 3 minutes. But there was a lot of fireworks happening in our neighborhood. Yeah, Nancy, I hear you. Maybe you heard the fireworks from up here. Snowed in. Oh, Connie. Oh, that sucks. Oh, good, Val. You managed to stay awake anyways. Oh, hockey. Okay, so this die from the framed florets puts just the holes for the hearts. So you have to make sure, first of all, if you've got a directional paper like I do. So this one has a definite up and down. You don't want to put it upside down. You want to make sure your hearts are going in the right direction. And then you want to make sure you get them centered, and you want to make sure your oval is straight up and down. So I'm just going to die cut those, and I'll show you what this die is. I don't use this die often, but it is so pretty. And then you have all these leftover teeny tiny hearts that, if you are so inclined, you could save them and use them in a shaker card. See them all? There's tons of them. So if you wanted, there you go. I can email them to you if you want. I know, what a bag. Eh? So there's a whole bunch of them anyways. I don't want to keep them. They're just in the way. All right, let's pull that die off. Birding yesterday, got a photo of 3 new. Oh, that's awesome, Dimity. Our grandchildren got both sets from my sister. They got bird book for Christmas that has an app goes along with it, and you can record a bird or take a picture of a bird, go to the app, and it will identify the bird for you from either the call or the picture of it. It's really quite cool. Okay, so we have that piece, we have this piece, we have that piece. This, I'm going to die cut. I lost the dies. I need this one. And then I need one of those, but I want the one that goes that way. So I want the one that goes that way. There we are. Now I'm going to stamp. Now this one is fresh freesia, and this one is petal pink. So I'm going to see if that petal pink will work for the words. Oh yeah, Nancy, it looks really cool. We're going to give it a try when we go to Tofino in like 59 days. Woohoo! I'm thinking that might be a bit light. What do you think? You think that's too light? Do I need to stamp that in a different color? I'm going to die cut it anyways, and we'll see. There we go. Let's get this on here. And then there's no die for these flowers, so I have to fussy cut. So I'm sorry, you're going to have to put up with my fussy cutting. Oh, that's awesome, Dimity. Your granddaughter's going to love that bookmark with the owls. Okay, I'm going to run these through the machine. Just going to turn around because make sure I have enough room to stamp that floral image. Yeah, it does look pretty light, Nancy. I agree, Marcia. I'm thinking I'm going to have to do it in something else, but let's get the card together and then we can decide, because I have lots of white, so we don't have to worry about if we're going to have enough. Okay, there's that one. And there's this one. So on New Year's Day, we started a tradition when our kids were little, and we lived in Powell River, and we could go walking on the beach. It's called Thunder Bay, and it's an amazingly beautiful spot. So we would go down there and we'd take the dog and we'd hike around and we'd have fun. Well, then we moved to Kitimat, which is in northern BC. So walking on the beach on New Year's Day is not quite the same. But we tried. And then we moved down here. And where we live, there's not beaches. We live in an industrial town. So there's industry on our waterfront. So having a beach to walk on is non-existent here in town. So we went over the other side of the island. We call it over the hump to Parksville, which if you are a bird person, every spring there is a brant festival, and millions of these brant, B-R-A-N-D-T, I think they are, waterfowl arrive in town. They descend on the beaches in Parksville for about 2 weeks, and then they move on. And Parksville has some lovely sandy beaches, but the one we were on is a rocky beach, and it was so much fun. Okay, so now we're going to do the filler inners. I'm going to filler inner. This one is going to go on here. So once I get it inked up, and then when you're doing these two-step stampings where you stamp one part and then you stamp another part, always do the darker of the two. So if you're doing it in the same color, for instance, in the new catalog, there's a stamp set called Fancy Flora, and it's two-step, and you stamp the background, and then you stamp lines on top of it. And sometimes it's nice to do those both in like the same color. So you would do one stamped off and one full strength. Always do the full strength one first, because then you can see the color, the dark, through your stamp, so to get it all lined up. So I'm just moving this around now, and I'm holding it about 1/8 of an inch above the image until I get it all set up, and then you push it down. Now this is inked up in Petal Pink. Oh, look at that. I didn't get it exactly set up there, but look at that. And there's most of our stamp is now colored. Okay, so now I'm going to take Hair Pizzazz and this one. Now this one fits here. So it does there, it does all of this, and it does these. So you kind of got to be aware of where it's stamping on all of them. Oh, it'll lighten up. I was going to say, did I get the wrong color? But no, it's Hair Pizzazz. Woo. Okay, there's that. Now I'm going to do these leaves down here. So do you guys like these two-step stamping things, or do you prefer coloring? I like the two-step stamping. I've liked them since the very first time I used one many, many years ago. But you have to take your time and line it up before you go down. So today's the last day to register for my Playing in the Rain retreat, in person or virtual. So there's the colored image, and see how easy that was to color. It's all done, and I didn't have to do anything. Just stamp on top of it. Now I get to cut it out. Come on. So first of all, I get rid of all the excess around here. There we go. And then, oh, Dimity, you got to use it. Marcia, just remember, do the dark first. Okay, so when you have a stem or something that's narrow like that, when you're fussy cutting, cut that first. Oops. I tell you to cut it first and then I don't, because then you have lots to hang on to. But if you wait until after you've cut everything else out to cut out the narrow stuff, sometimes you don't have enough to hang on to. See how I'm hanging it up here? Well, if I had cut this already, I wouldn't have there to hang on to. And it's easier to turn the cardstock when you have lots to hang on to. Okay. So we're going to just fussy cut around here. So I'm sorry. Well, what do you want to talk about while I'm fussy cutting? This may take a while because it's a big one, but it's not too hard. Yeah. Well, Nancy, sometimes I'm not in the mood to color. It's nice to see alternatives for coloring. And this one is really, and it's so easy. You just have to ink it up, hold it over top of your image, count to 5 while you line it up. These scissors are very dull. See if my other ones are strong or sharper. I find when they're dull and you do this, the paper slides right out of them. Not much better. Maybe I need to invest in a new pair of paper snips. Now you can, when you're fussy cutting this, you can go around it and dipsy doodle like I am, or you can just not fussy cut. You could also not fussy cut this at all. You could stamp it right on that oval and then just have it flat. There's many, many options. Okay, looking for another pair of scissors. I have 5 pairs of scissors in here. You'd think I'd have a sharp pair. Oh, that one's better, I think. I hear you, Nancy. Those ones that don't line up, when you have OCD, like I do, sometimes it's really difficult to let go the fact that, like what was it called? Splendid Thoughts. That one didn't line up at all. And it wasn't supposed to line up. Once I got my head around the fact that it was not supposed to line up and it wasn't ever going to line up, I was okay with it. But it took a while. It's all in your mindset. Hey, did you guys pick a word or a phrase for 2023? Each year I pick a word or a phrase. Last year it was enjoy, I believe. This year it's mindset. I'm going to work on my mindset. I'm going to work on, I have a terrible habit when somebody encourages me to do something or challenges me to do something, I always come up with excuses why I can't do it. That won't work because, or I can't do that because. So this year, mindset. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to come up with ideas on how I can implement whatever it is that they're telling me that I need to do. Sharpen them with tinfoil, yes. That does work to a certain degree. My hubby has a scissor sharpening doodad thing out in his shop. So I just have to give them all to him and he'll go out and sharpen them for me. But you get busy and the sharpening doesn't happen. But tinfoil works really well if you have punches that are dull. Almost done. Almost. Oh, lucky you, Nancy. I like new snips. I should do that. I should do that every January, provide myself with a New Year's gift of a new pair of paper snips. Because the amount that I use them, they would pay for themselves for sure. Those other two that I tried using, they're going straight out to hubby's shop. They're not even going back in my little scissor holder and cup thing. They're not going to be used till they are sharp. Okay, just about done. And the end of the last leaf here. Right there we go. Didn't take too long. Oh, Val, 8 pairs scissors. Good for you. Okay. I didn't get the twine out. Oh well. Okay, let's do some assembly. This first. So that's going to go on my card base. We're going to put this. So this is the other side of that designer paper. See it? This is a free, it's called Dainty Flowers. It's available during Sale-a-Bration. And this is a level 1. So it's free with a $60 order. And although you may not like the floral side, you will love the back side of this. And if you want to see it in person, up close and personal, then you need to come to the catalog launch party happening on Saturday. The launch what is going on? This is 5 by 3 3/4. This is 5 1/4 by 4. So why is this so short? It was just my eyeballs. Oh, who knows? Just do it. So yes, Connie, I can provide you with that information. I just today got the recipes from Shanna, so I can tell you now. I couldn't tell you yesterday. She hadn't got them to me yet. But yes, if I forget to do it, send me a message. And if anybody else has registered for the class and wants a supply list, make sure you send me a message or an email and I will get that information to you. Okay, so I have 5 1/4 by 4 basic white on a basic white card base, then our designer paper, then this goes on there flat. Okay, so back to the catalog launch party on Saturday. It's going to be streamed just like this on my page and in my VIP group, just like this is. So if you're here, then you'll be there. I have lots of samples to show you. I'll be doing a live stamping demonstration. We'll go through some of the catalog, not the whole catalog. I'll be doing the treasure hunt. Now, if you're part of my VIP group, you get access to the treasure hunt. Go and grab a copy of it and do it. Send me a picture of it. I'll put you on the list to go in the draw. So I just put dimensionals all the way around that frame because I'm going to pop it up over top of this like that. Do the treasure hunt, send it to me, and your name will go in the draw. Now, if you don't live in Canada, still send it in, because if your name is chosen, I'll send you a card. I can't send you the goodies, the prizes for the draws, but I can definitely send you a card. And then I'll draw till we get somebody who I can send the goodies to. And then there'll be a draw just for showing up. So if you're there, make sure you comment. So I put your name in the draw for showing up. Then this is going to go here like that. So, but I need to put dimensionals on there. And then if you are kind enough to place an order, then your name will go in the placed an order draw. I'm so inventive with my names, you know. So there's potentially 3 draws you can enter. There is, what else is there going to be? Well, I told you the live stamping demonstration, and I've made 8,000 cards. So you're going to be able to see a whole bunch of cards. Okay, so there we go. Now, looks good. I agree, Nancy. I like height and dimension on my cards. Alternatively, you know, what you could do is stamp the image on the oval and then just cut out the flowers. Instead of cutting out the whole thing, you could just cut out the flowers and pop them up. So you could like cut this flower and that and that and that. That'd be less fussy cutting for you if you really don't like the fussy cutting. And I know not everybody does. Oh no, that's right. Okay, thought I got a dimensional in the way. There we go. Now, I didn't get glue on the back of these, which I should have done. Then it would have had time to dry. But I'll put it on and then we'll do the inside and we'll have a discussion about the sentiment. Because I'm thinking I need a different color for the sentiment. I'm just going to get some Tombow on here so it dries. There we go. Oh, Marcia. A lot of people are not good at fussy cutting, and I understand that. I understand. I need to put some glue underneath that to hold that down like that. So when you get these things on and you decide you need to stick some glue under there, that's where your pokey tool comes in handy. So I just put a little bit of glue on the end of my pokey tool and I go down in here and transfer it to the image where I want it to stick. Then hold it down. And there we go. See, another little tip for you. I'm going to put a little bit there too. While we're at it, might as well. Then just don't forget to take any residual glue off of your pokey tool before you try to use it again. Yes, Brant Migration. Yeah, Brant Goose, that's right. Thanks for the spelling of that, Dimity. Okay. So there we have that and that. Now, yes to the sentiment or no? It's really light. Do I have any white? Big enough hunk of white? Oh, I do. I think we're going to have to restamp it. Let's see, what color do I need? What color? What color? Don't want black. And I don't want green. What color, ladies? Tell me what color that needs to be stamped in. And while you're doing that, we'll stamp the inside. So it's just a stem and then color the flower in with what's available. And the envelope. Yeah, I don't know about the green. Oh, I know why my Pear Pizzazz is so much darker than it was. Because I inked my stamp pad. Yep, that's what happens when you ink your stamp pad. Okay, there's that. I could do that, Nancy. I could stamp it off. Okay, so we're going to use petal pink and the filler inner stamp. Maybe I should just re-ink petal pink and use petal pink. Maybe it'll be darker. Petal pink. And inside. There we are. That's very light. And there's this little tiny stamp. Can you see that? That's what fills in the green parts on the flower. Like that. Ta-da! There we are. Then I'm going to take light Daffodil Delight and just color the center flower thingy, whatever that's called. And you put that inside. And then we'll stamp that sentiment in something. It's in here, like that. Okay, now sentiment. Sentiment. Too light. Needs to be darker. Oh, I know what we'll use. We'll use Blackberry Bliss. I think that'll be pretty. Let's cut it first, though, because I don't have much room on here. I want something that's going to complement it, but not stand out. Does that make sense? Hopefully this is going to work. Uh-oh. Hang on. Okay. Blackberry Bliss, the sentiment, and because it's a clear stamp, I could cut it out and it fits in here perfectly. Perfect. Perfect. What do you think? Good choice? Yes. Okay, I have to get my twine. Hang on. And I didn't even get the festive pearls out either. Where are they? There they are. Oh. Okay. I need a chunk of twine that is 15 inches-ish. Well, somewhere around there. I don't know why I wanted it so big, but that's what I wrote down. So let's make a double knot. A double, well, I didn't really need that much, but we can do the double. You haven't done the white dye. Oh, right. Thanks, Kathy. We'll put those on as soon as I finish tying my bow. They have to go on first. Maybe if I finish tying my bow. Come on. There we go. So I just doubled the twine. Yes, perfect. Okay. Put these on here. That. And put this one on here. Like that. Nope. Like that. There's glue here. And this is going to hang off the edge. So I need I lost my dimensionals. Okay, need it. One there. One here. Yes, you can see it now. Photos yesterday of migratory birds here. So wet. Oh. So do you get the brants there too, Dimity? Is that what you were trying to say when, because those are the ones that migrate here in the spring. Okay, that's just going to pop right on there like that. Oops. That one is not where it should be. Move that one underneath that frame. There we go. I'm just going to pop one more underneath there. Hold it up. Thanks, Marcia. There. Okay. Now, glue dot. Glue dot. So to put that twine on, I grab a glue dot with my pokey tool, and then I fold it in half, and then I roll it between my fingers so that you get this long piece like that. Can you see it? There. And then I put it where I want the bow to be, and then you just stick your bow on top of that, like that. Now, just snip off the tails of the bow down to about that long. And by doing that, now that makes that two separate tails. We could have used a Stampin' Blends to make that pink. That might have been pretty too. Okay. Now the last thing to do, what time is it? Oh, what's that? Yes, Valerie. That's right. The paper pumpkin kits have really nice ones in too. Okay, so I put gold on that, and I think gold will work on this. So I'm just going to put one in the center of the flower and one down there, and then one up here. Oops, didn't get one. There we are. One up here. Festive pearls. I am so glad these things carried over from the holiday catalog. Now, the last thing to do is add Wink of Stella. I'm not going to color it all. I just want to make the flowers have a little bit of bling on them. Apparently my Wink of Stella is running out. That's not good. Come on. When you're getting Wink of Stella down onto your brush, don't ever do it over top of your card, because it will come out in a gush and you'll have a pile, and it's the last thing you do, and you'll ruin your card. Ask me how I know. Yeah, it's making air sounds. Let's try the other one. That's better. That one is destined for the garbage. And a bit more here. There we go. Our card is done. Tout fini, as they say in France. Tout fini. I've already done that, Marcia. I do rejuvenate them, but they only rejuvenate once and then you don't get as much bling out of them. So there we go. There's the card. This one's in Fresh Freesia. This one is in Petal Pink. And I like the use of that Blackberry Bliss on there. Hi, Holly. Oh, look. So cute. So that's the stamp set. You can get it in 3 days. In Canada, it's a minimum $120 order. It's a level 2. All right. Has anybody got any questions while I clear my computer off so I can actually do the draws? Because I have 2 Share It Saturday draws to do now. Okay, throw that away. Don't forget, last day to sign up for the Playing in the Rain retreat. In person, I'm split it into 2. We're doing 2 days now because the ladies didn't want to do an all-day thing. Or virtually. Thanks, Sharon. Okay. I'm almost ready. I just got to bring my computer in a little bit closer so I can actually reach it. There. Now, first one is 17th. Unplug this. Do that. Go here. It's all very technical, you know. There we go. There's the Share It Saturday for the 17th of December. So we'll delete that and the row it was on, and we'll do shuffle 1, shuffle 2, and the winner of the December the 17th Share It Saturday is Connie. Congratulations, Connie. Connie shares a lot of beautiful cards, just like everybody else does. And I appreciate seeing all of your creations. Okay, December 24th. Shuffle once, shuffle twice, and the winner of December 24th is oops, shoot. Shannon. Thank you, Shannon S, for entering the draw. That's awesome. Okay, go back over here. Flip that back so I can put this up. Can't turn it off because that's where my sound is. Congratulations to Connie and Shannon for sharing your beautiful, beautiful cards with us. Don't forget, every Saturday it pops up. Enter your card, take a picture of what you're working on. I'll put you in the draw. If you live in Canada, you get a card and a little gifty from me. If you live outside Canada, like Connie does, then you'd get just the card. Not just the card. You get a card from me. You get a handmade card from me. Sometimes it's the ones we make on here, and sometimes it's not. So you may end up with a sneak peek of one of the class cards. You never know. Yes, congratulations. All right, I'm thinking, do I need to tell you anything else? Sign up for last day to register for the class. Don't forget the Saturday is the catalog launch party. So just come and have some fun with me. I know you lost my sound because my phone turned itself off. I'm sorry. Okay, last day to sign up for the retreat, the Playing in the Rain retreat with 8 projects and a whole bunch of goodies. Saturday, starting at 7:00 p.m. Pacific time, is the catalog launch party, and there'll be lots of stuff. Come and have fun. There's gonna be draws and all sorts of fun. It's just like a party online. I don't have to clean my house for it. But there's in person in the afternoon. So if you're local, I've got 1 spot left. And Thursday I'll be back and I will be making a fun fold using this bundle, the Seaside Bay bundle. Yes, I will. It will be fun. And yes, Valerie, 3 more days till you can order something. But if you got your list ready, you can send it to me now, because I will be up late on the 4th of January, because in my local time, I can start ordering at 11 p.m. So you know what I'm going to be doing at 11:01 p.m. on Wednesday. Wednesday? Yep, Wednesday. I'll be ordering. Thanks so much for joining me tonight, ladies. And if you are catching the live, I appreciate you joining me. If you're catching the replay, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget, I upload them to my YouTube channel too. So these ones that happen on Monday, so you can go and watch it there as well. And Connie, I will get you the list. Anybody else that's taken the class wants the supply list early, let me know. I have a couple of tweaks to do to it, and I can send it off to you. You're very welcome. Nancy, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I'll see you Thursday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.